Welcome to Chalice Unitarian Universalist Congregation. We are a liberal, open-minded, open-hearted church, a place where you can be exactly who you are and be loved and accepted, where you can love whomever you love, where your beliefs may be different than the person sitting next to you, but where we all share the same set of values. A place where the mission is to connect, act, and inspire, always with love at the center. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Whether you gather with us every Sunday, once or twice a year, or with us this morning for the very first time, we are so glad you are here. I'm Ann McKernan, the worship associate today. Our service is led by our minister, Reverend Sharon Wylie. Our worship musician this morning is John Schultz, and our song leaders are Patty Carlisle and Tom Karlstrom. Our tech team is Hope Campbell, Sarah Komnick, and Dean Cadet. Our greeters are Shannon Anderson and Ralph Peters. Welcome to our Sunday worship service. We welcome children in our community and here in our worship. Please talk with our Director of Family Ministries, Kathleen Swift, to learn more about our programs for children. Childcare for our youngest children is always available during services. Today is our monthly all-church worship service when we worship together in ritual and story and celebrate the joys of our diverse community. There is a lot going on today. Our youth are bridging today, and we have the flower ceremony. It's also a time to celebrate Juneteenth, summer solstice, Father's Day, and Pride Month. There's a lot to be excited about. For those of us here in the chapel, you will notice that we have the windows open and 4 air purifiers in the room for maximum air circulation. However, if you feel uncomfortable at any time, you may leave the chapel and you can still hear the service on the patio. If you are a newcomer today, you might be interested in the groups and activities we offer. A good way to get this information is through our email newsletter and e-news calendar. Online newcomers will receive an email invitation to join our email list after the service. And for in-person newcomers, if you haven't already given us your email when you came in, please share it before you leave. Our weekly email is the best way to get information about the many groups and activities we offer here at Chalice. And now, let's take a breath together.
Good morning. According to the Library of Congress, the first permanent Euro-American settlements began a pattern of displacement and land appropriation of indigenous people that continued until the 20th century. In this region that we consider home, the Kumeyaay first lived here for over 10,000 years and were the people who greeted the Spanish when they first sailed into the San Diego harbor in 1542. With this awareness, we acknowledge that Chalice is located on the stolen, tribal, ancestral homeland of the Apai, which is part of the Kumeyaay Nation, and the Payamkawichem Nation. This acknowledgement reminds us that we live in a history-driven present and that we need to be intentional with this land and with the people indigenous to the land. Mary Lyons from the Leech Lake Band of Ojibwe states, "When we, the indigenous people, talk about land, land is part of who we are. It is a mixture of our blood, our past, our current, and our future." According to the research done with Reclaiming Native Truth, 40% of Americans do not believe that indigenous people still exist in the US. Chalice hopes that with our first step of land acknowledgement, we can move towards educating ourselves and others about indigenous communities and their rich and diverse culture and create a meaningful relationship with them as well.
Lighting our chalice, the symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith. The flaming chalice was first used during World War II by the Unitarian Service Committee as a symbol of life-saving refuge for people fleeing persecution in Europe. Reverend Sharon will light our chalice. In our diverse and multi-generational community, we want to be sure to take moments to celebrate together. We have many June birthdays at Chalice. If you have a birthday this month, come forward as you are willing and able, and let's sing a happy birthday song for all who have June birthdays.
All eyes on you. Happy birthday, we love you. Happy birthday, and may all your dreams come true. When you blow out the candles, one light stays aglow. It's the love light in your eyes wherever you go. Happy birthday.
I'd like to invite Kathleen Swift, our Director of Family Ministries, up to help me lead our embodied affirmation. We are Unitarian Universalists, people of open minds, loving hearts, and helping hands. Thanks.
The words of our call to worship. Today is a beautiful Sunday, and each of you is beautiful, and we are beautiful together. Each of us unique with our own experiences, opinions, hopes, and dreams. Each of us part of the beautiful wholeness of our gathering. Today, in our diverse and multi-generational community, there is much to celebrate and honor and share together. Happy Father's Day, happy solstice, happy Juneteenth, happy Pride Month, happy bridging, and happy flower ceremony. Bring your whole joyful self into our time together. Bring your grieving and hurting self into our time together. Whatever joy or sorrow you carry on your heart this morning, you are welcome to lay it down here in our home together. We rejoice, we mourn, we lean on each other for strength. Come, let us worship together. And now, a poem to honor Juneteenth.
Freedom feels like being sheltered by the promise of tomorrow, like being kissed by the sun, hugged by the wind like joy and safety. Comfort in your own skin, it feels like boundless intersections of identities never being asked to conform. It sounds like the balanced melody of waves crashing, like the percussion of raindrops during a storm. It looks like the tangle of an untamed curl, like jogging without looking over your shoulder. It exists in the dreams of little black girls. It's nestled under expanded wings. It feels like being worthy, like your life matters. It feels like being pushed on a swing. It's so close. I can catch a whiff of it in the breeze. It smells like barbecue, but they just won't let me have a taste. No one who looks like me. The chains haven't been removed, they just look different. They look like mass incarceration, the over-policing of black lives, and I'm still waiting on the freedom I was promised in 1865.
Please rise as your ability allows you to, and join in singing, Gather the Spirit.
Whenever we gather together, there will be those among us who are joyful with happy news, as well as those who are grieving or in distress. Our challenge at any gathering is how to honor joy and sorrow together. At this time, we invite everyone with a joy or sorrow to come forward and light a candle at our altar. Parents, please assist your children who would like to light a candle. Reverend Sharon will lead us in singing.
I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow in my soul. I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow in my soul. I've got tears like the raindrops, I've got tears like the raindrops, I've got tears like the raindrops in my soul. I've got tears like the raindrops, I've got tears like the raindrops, I've got tears like the raindrops in my soul. I've got strength like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. I've got strength like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. Peace again. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul.
The Unitarian Universalist flower ceremony service that we are about to celebrate originated in 1923 by Dr. Norbert Capek, founder of the modern Unitarian movement in Czechoslovakia. This year is the 100-year anniversary of the first ritual. It is sometimes called flower communion It is sometimes called Flower Celebration. On the last Sunday before the summer recess of the Unitarian Church in Prague, all the children and adults participated in this colorful ritual. When the Nazis took control of Prague in 1940, they found Dr. Capek's gospel of the inherent worth and beauty of every human being to be, as Nazi court records show, too dangerous for the Reich for him to be allowed to live. Dr. Capek was sent to Dachau, where he was killed the next year. This gentle man suffered a cruel death, but his message of human hope and decency lives on through his flower ceremony. Which is widely celebrated today. It is a noble and meaning-filled ritual we recreate here this morning. So first, let's hear a story of Dr. Capek's creation of this ritual, and then we'll sing together.
Nearly 100 years ago, the Unitarian minister Norbert Capek offered his Czechoslovakian congregation a ritual to respond to their questions about how to be a community that welcomed rather than suppressed diversity. Czechoslovakia was a country formed in the aftermath of war, struggling just 5 years after the end of that war with questions of belonging and identity, trust and anxiety. Capek's ritual took the traditional bread and wine communion that his community was too heretical for and too resistant to these usual symbols and played with this ritual. He turned instead to the beauty of nature all around them and invited each of his congregants to find a flower and bring it to the church one Sunday. That each person would find the flower that was beautiful to them was a symbol of their affirmation that each of us has a piece of the truth, our unique sense of what beauty means. On their way into the church, his congregation was in turn invited, each of them, to place that flower in a vase, which symbolized their free choice to enter into community alongside all the other people that saw beauty in their own way, symbolized by their flowers placed there as well. A free church where people freely choose to walk together across their differences. Once everyone had gathered, they'd bring the vase forward. Then the minister, Capek, he would bless it. And then he'd invite everyone to choose a flower to take home with them, but just not the one that they came with. Again, this free choice affirmed each person's choice to be blessed by another and to receive with an open heart their different understandings of beauty and to feel connected rather than divided by this difference. In this moment where so many forces seek to divide people, to play on our fears of differences and our anxieties of the other, here we remember that we freely choose to walk together and to be blessed by the differences between us and to see these differences as beauty.
We are going to learn a new song today. It's called Bring a Flower. The words will be projected. John's going to play through it one time just so you can hear the tune, and then we'll all sing it together. Please rise. Please be seated.
Now we will share in the flower ceremony. Ann and I will take a couple minutes to get our altar ready. Those of us here in the chapel are asked to approach the altar reverently, with a sense of how important it is for each of us to address our world and one another with gentleness, justice, and love. I ask that you select a flower different from the one you brought. And if you didn't bring one, that's okay, because there's plenty. So there's a flower for you too. But to select a flower that particularly appeals to you. As you take your chosen flower, noting its particular shape and beauty, please remember to handle it carefully. It is a gift that someone else has brought you this morning. It represents that person's unique humanity and therefore deserves your kindest touch. Let us share in this Unitarian Universalist ritual of oneness and love.
In your seats, we'll sing the second verse of Bring a Flower.
The Sunday offering is an expression of the generosity that makes our congregational life possible. As Buddhist teacher Pema Chodron writes, generosity is an activity that loosens us up. By offering whatever we can, $1, a flower, a word of encouragement, we are training in letting go. Please text your donation to Chalice. If you haven't texted a donation before, know that once you text the amount, you'll get a reply with a link to follow to enter your credit card information. If you have already entered this information previously when you've donated, you won't need to enter it again. If your Sunday donation is meant to be part of your pledge, please sure to indicate pledge after the dollar amount. The phone number for text donations will be on the screen in a moment. If you prefer to make an in-person donation of cash or check, there are envelopes and a donation box to the left of the chapel double doors. You can leave these donations after the service. Please give generously. These words.
At Chalice UU congregation, our mission is to connect through worship, music, learning, and caring ministries.
The Unitarian Universalist Bridging Ceremony celebrates the transition of our youth. That's the term we use to identify teens, or teens younger than the age of 18, from their high school experience into young adulthood. This is a time of tremendous change and stress and celebration for our youth. No matter the individual plans, everything that has been routine and familiar will be changing. We have 5 youth from Chalice bridging into young adulthood this morning. Hazel Bernard, Leah Brown, Carly Cooper, Bryce Hassig, and Kai Palmer. So first, we have a video celebration of these young people.
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in your being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa! May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh, well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. 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 May you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa! May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh, well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. Can imagine, oh, no matter what your path is, if you believe it, then anything can happen. Go, 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 raise your glasses, go, 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 you can have it. Oh, I told you, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. 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 I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. Here's to you always making me laugh. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. Here's to you always making me laugh. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all.
So the bridging ceremony, we'll wait for Kathleen to come back. Yeah, you just come up. Yeah. A lot's gonna happen. You're gonna have to be patient. The bridging ceremony is a rite of passage that welcomes these bright and energetic people into the rewards and responsibilities of adult life. So the bridge, which we'll put together in a moment, you'll see it. The bridge has two sides. This side is childhood and adolescence. The other side is a vast frontier of the unknown, full of boundless opportunities and new challenges. And so in just a minute, when we set this up, if you, our children are also welcome to come up and stand on this side of the bridge if you're comfortable with our youth. And then our young adults and anyone who's raised you are invited to come and stand on this side of the bridge so we can, embody that movement from childhood to young adulthood. So no, even though we can't all fit up here, that we, the adult members of this church community, also stand on the other side. We stand on the other side with our arms open to welcome them, our minds prepared to mentor and to learn from them, and our hearts prepared to share life together with them.
It is our custom in Unitarian Universalism to welcome the babies and children into our congregations with a child dedication ceremony. During this time, we give these infants and young children a rosebud that is tightly closed, and we remove the thorns from the flower stem. That bud symbolizes a life just starting to unfold and reveal itself. In that closed bud is the hope and love we have for each individual child. Removing the thorns is our way of saying we want to help our children begin their lives with as many dangers and obstacles removed as possible. And now I'd like to invite our 5 bridgers to come up and stand on this side.
Give us a minute to.
Oh, okay, and meanwhile, so. Should have put.
Yeah, no, you should come up.
Oh, you can still come up.
Yeah.
So go ahead and stand over here. Oh, I'm sorry. You have reached the other side of childhood, and it is fitting to use the rose again to remind you of the threshold you are about to cross. You will notice this rose is not a tight bud, but rather a more fully opened, glorious flower, just as your life has started to reveal the awesome young adults you are becoming. Also, notice the stem is not stripped of its thorns. All of us gathered here know that we can no longer protect you from the dangers and obstacles of adulthood.
So would some of our young adults like to come up to stand on this side? And when it's time for our youth to talk, I'm going to encourage you to stand. Don't be nervous about the microphone, but stand close to the microphone. So today we honor the youth among us, you who are stepping beyond and away and toward. Today we share in your journey and encourage your discovery. Today we welcome your energy. Will the congregation say with me, we honor you.
We honor you.
We offer you a safe place to grow. Today we celebrate your hopes and dreams. Come live, breathe, thrive, and rejoice. Your time is now. Again, we honor you.
We honor you. 1, 2, 3. Today marks an ending, so that we may begin again to hope and do and learn and be.
All right. Today you cross a bridge. Go now and explore with wonder. We will support and nurture you. Say with me, you are the future. You are the future. Today you cross a bridge. Go now and make choices that make you happy. We will support and nurture you. Say with me, you are amazing. You are amazing. And now our bridgers have words.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Today we cross this bridge and join in fellowship. Let us grow, but don't let us go.
And now all of us, including our bridgers, say,
Together we share a special place. Together we learn. Together we love. Together we grow.
Amen and blessed be. You may be seated.
Video, and I'd like to thank Judy Wynn for putting that together for us. What a precious gift. Congratulations and go boldly to all our youth. I'd like to sing a song for you, and I hope you'll join me on the chorus. It's an old song now, written by Joni Mitchell, called what is it called again? The Circle Game. Yesterday, a child came out to wander, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. Then the child moved 10 times round the seasons, skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Words like, when you're older, must appease him, and promises of someday make his dreams. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. 16 springs and 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to car wheels through the town. And they tell him, take your time, it won't be long now, till you drag your feet to slow the cart circles down. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. You can't return, you can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. So the years spin by, and now the boy is 20. Those dreams have blossomed, grandeur coming true. There'll be new dreams, maybe better dreams, and plenty before the last revolving year is through. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. And go round and round and round in the circle game.
And now we'll take just a couple of minutes for our closing story. Our story is called Planting a Rainbow, written and illustrated by Lois Ellert. Every year, Mom and I plant a rainbow. In the fall, we buy some bulbs and plant them in the ground. We order seeds from catalogs and wait all winter long for spring to warm the soil and sprout the bulbs. Then it's time to go to the garden center to select some seedlings. We sow the seeds and set out the plants in soil and watch the rainbow grow and grow and grow. We have some red flowers and orange flowers and some yellow blooms. We grow something green and some blue flowers and some purple flowers too. All summer long, we pick them and bring them home. And when summer is over, we know we can grow our rainbow again next year.
Please rise in body or spirit and join with me in singing De Color. All the colors, yes, the colors we see in the springtime with all of its flowers. All the colors, when the sunlight shines out through a rift in the clouds and it showers. All the colors, as a rainbow appears when a storm cloud is touched by the sun. All the colors abound for the whole world around and for everyone under the sun. lucir, y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. The colors of pennants and streamers and plumes and bandanas. All the colors, yes, the colors of people now taking their place in the sun. All the colors around for the whole world around and for everyone under the sun. Smile and shake hands and say hello. All the colors, yes, the colors of people who know that their freedom is won. All the colors around for the whole world around and for everyone under the sun. Please be seated.
Our gathering has been joyful and beautiful. May each of us here bring some of this joy and beauty to someone else in our lives. And may they bring some of that joy and beauty to someone else in their lives. And may the joy and beauty of our diverse community bring radiating circles of joy and beauty out into the world. And may love flourish. And may all hurting be healed. May it be so. Amen and blessed be. You are invited to close our time together by singing the well. After our closing hymn, please return to your seats for a brief announcement.
Yes, we drink from the well together. Heart to heart we are dancing as one, dancing for justice, dancing for joy, dance for a love that we're all a part of. We drink from the well, spirits sweetness. We drink from the well, hand in hand. We drink from the well.
Okay, so last Sunday, I'm going to announce this. Yay! That means that the Chalice New Review auction event is coming up this Saturday at 6:30 here in the chapel. It's going to be an amazing, wonderful evening of music and fun and laughs, and it is an auction event. So if you've already purchased your tickets, you're good. We'll see you on Saturday. If you haven't, no worries, you can purchase them at the door. They are $20 per person for adults and $10 for persons 14 and younger. So yeah, hope to see you on Saturday night.
Enjoy the social hour.